But yeah, that was a pretty crazy night. I'm glad we come in on the better end of that deal.
What got you into music?
What's that now?
How'd you get into music?
Oh man, shoot, my origins of music go back a long ways. You know, from riding around with my mom, and she loved a lot of Motown stuff, Temptations and Marvin Gaye, Al Green, and you know, just some of the soul stuff. But you know, some of our favorite country music was you know, Conway Twitty and stuff like that. Country has always been my favorite music, but I've always liked all music, man. Especially like in the '90s, R&B, country, southern rock, classic rock, little rap. So listen to a little bit of it all, but country music was always my favorite music. In the late '90s and early 2000s, I dabbled around a little bit and played with different bands, mostly just doing singing. Didn't play a whole lot of guitar. You know, back then I played a lot of melodies and stuff like that with the guitar. Played a lot by ear, but wasn't a really super serious guitar player um, back then. And my son came along in '05, and I decided to take a break from country music and gigging. I may have gigged once a year for a long time. I actually coached baseball for probably 15 years and super passionate about that. Really loved that. It was a way for me to be close to my son since him and his mom, him and me and his mom divorced, you know, when he was 3 years old. So that gave me a way to be close to him for the time he was 3 years old, all the way up. So when he got around 15 years old, I figured it was about time to get cranked back up with the music. Figured it'd take 3 or 4 years to get really going right. It wouldn't interfere with his baseball or me being there for him for that kind of stuff. 2015 had a band a little while called Outlaws and Indians, and that was going along pretty decent. We were just gigging here and there. We were able to work around our families and stuff. We eased on up around COVID. Around COVID was the time I really started cranking back up. The tail end of COVID, started reaching out, trying to put a band back together, and we got a couple little projects together. And you know how it is trying to put something together, trying to get good musicians in and out. And something about Eastern North Carolina. Um, I'm definitely not the best musician in the world, but the musicians here aren't the best when it comes to keeping their word or making a commitment to something. So I had to go through a whole lot of that kind of stuff, uh, trying to find some good musicians. So early on, uh, I was